Springs Mustangs. I'm going to read you a story this afternoon called Stone Soup. Stone Soup is a folk tale that's been told for over 300 years. Tonight's story is retold by Kit Skorsk and illustrated by Pat Scories. As I read the story this afternoon, we're going to be making stone soup together. So this is something that you can do with your parents at home. Stone soup. Once in a far land, a soldier was traveling home from a war. After many days, he came to a village. Perhaps I can get some food here, he said to himself. So he knocked at the door of the first house he came to. The door was opened by a man. Please, said the soldier, I've been traveling for many days and I'm very hungry. Have you a little food to spare? Maybe some meat or beans? Anything would be good. The man shook his head. He knew a hungry soldier could eat all the food he had in the house. I am so sorry, said the man. I am poor and have no food to spare. So the soldier tried at the next house, and the next, and the next, until he reached the last house in the village. But at each house the people said the same thing. They were poor and had no food to spare. Then the soldier sat down and thought. After a while he called all the people to the town square. We are all poor, he said, and I'm hungry, so I'm going to make stone soup for us all. Stone soup? Asked an old woman. I'm the best cook in this village, and I've never heard of stone soup. No one in this part of the country has ever heard of stone soup. It's not difficult to make, said the soldier, but I will need a large pot. Some children were sent to fetch the pot. The women gathered the firewood, and the men built a big fire. And the pot was filled with water. The soldier put it on the fire. Now we need a good stone, said the soldier. Not too big, but not too small. A good, solid stone. A stone? We certainly have plenty of those, said the mayor, even in our poor village. All the children ran off to find a good solid stone. They brought back many different shapes and sizes. At last the soldier said, This stone is just right. Not too big and not too small. A good solid stone. And with that, he dropped the stone in the pot. And here is our good solid stone. Stone soup always tastes better with a little salt and pepper, said the soldier, as he started to stir the soup. Salt and pepper? We certainly have that, said the woman, and sent her kids to bring some. The soldier added a little each. It looks like we have picked a good solid stone. Going to add a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt to our stone soup. Give it a little stir. Oh yeah, it's starting to smell good. He leaned over the pot. It smells very good. None of the men or women could smell anything, but they said nothing. It's too bad no one has carrots, said the soldier. Carrots help make stone soup truly delicious. I can spare some carrots, said a man, and then he ran to get them. When he got back, he quickly dropped the carrots into the soup. And here's our can of carrots we're going to add. The soldier kept stirring. Did I mention beans, he said. Stone soup without beans is hardly stone soup. But he sighed. It's just as well. No one has any beans to spare. We do, said a woman. I know we do. If that will help the stone soup, I will get them right away. She told her children to run to their house and fetch the beans. The children came back very quickly, and they carefully dropped the beans in the soup. Now, Miss Jennifer is using sweet peas for my beans because I like sweet peas in my soup. Yes, said the soldier, stirring the soup. This is good, a good solid stone. It will make a fine soup. Your village is probably full of good stones and you never knew it. The soldier sniffed the soup again and smiled. The men and women did the same. If only we had a little corn or a few potatoes, said the soldier, then we could fully bring out the fine flavor of the stone. Why, I have some corn and potatoes to spare, said a woman. So do I, said another, and off they ran to get some to add to the stone soup. They were back in a minute. The soldier stirred as each woman proudly poured her corn and potatoes to the pot. My corn. And then my potatoes. Meat, said the soldier, shaking his head. Yes, I can smell that meat is all this soup needs to make it fit for a king. But what does it matter? We are all poor, and the stone soup is cooking very well without it. Meat, said a man. I can spare some meat. He ran off. He was back almost at once and dropped the meat into the pot. And this is my hamburger meat that I've already pre-cooked, and I even added a little onions in it for flavor. The soup was bubbling, and it smelled very good. Everyone brought a bowl, and the soldiers shared it evenly. It was delicious. Amazing, said the mayor. This tasty soup from an old stone? I would never have guessed it. Nor we, agreed all the people, and they told the soldier he would be welcome in their village if ever he happened to pass that way again. The end. So we've made our stone soup. There's one little thing that I'm going to add to my soup that I always add, and you can add it too at home if you want to. But this is some of our garden fresh tomatoes that we can, and they also come in cans in the store. But the garden fresh tomatoes are always the best to me. So from here, all you'll do is stir your soup and let it cook until your potatoes become tender, and then enjoy with your family. Thank you for joining me this afternoon with our story Stone Soup, and I so hope that I get to see you real soon. Goodbye.